grab a beer, got a joint, take a hit, and grab all of your friends and get on for the ride, 'cause we're going to Denver where we can get high.
What up, guys? So today doing a little bit more tinkering with the E36. So yesterday I said that it was starting right up, doing pretty well. I decided to seafoam the car, and it seems like it's going back to the state of having a hard time cranking to start. Or not cranking to start, it's cranking fine, but it seems like something's just a little bit off. The car sputters while trying to start, so I'm going to try cleaning the idle air control valve again. So M42s, I've been doing some research about them. There's 3 different variations of them. There's the E30 model, and then there's 2 E36 models. So they started in 92 or 93 in the E36s. That's the early model. The idle air control valve is an L shape. On the late model, I believe it's only 95. The idle air control valve is a little T shape, so it looks like an M50 IAC, but from what I'm reading on forums, they're just a tad bit different. So I don't know if I can get away with using an M50 one. And sadly, the M42 ones are super expensive. So they were out of stock on Bimmer World for like $300. And then other places, they're about the same. So I'm going to do my best to try to bring this one back to life. It seemed like it still had a little bit of binding last time I had it out. So what I'm thinking is maybe soak it in like some kerosene or something, try to get like everything out, and then lube it up and put it back in. But yeah, at this point I'm getting a little frustrated. Just as a safety, I did new relays. I've already replaced those once since I started having this issue, but I have spare ones out of the silver car, so I figured might as well toss them in and just, I don't know, trying to check off as many things as I can as a fail-safe so that I know that I'm not just bugging. I am probably going to build a little jump wire too, because on the relays you can jump the left pin and the bottom pin and then have constant power on the fuel pump, so you can just go back there and hear if it's making a little buzz noise. Yeah, let me show you what I'm trying to explain. So on this relay, I've been watching some videos explaining what it does on these pins. So this left pin, this is constant power from the battery, and then the bottom pin is going to be what you can give constant power to power your fuel pump. So if you make a little jump wire, you can just toss it in there, and then you're going to hear the fuel pump firing under the back seat. So I'm probably going to do that real quick. I mean, I know the car has fuel because it runs perfectly fine, but I'm probably going to do that and check the fuel pressure, because you can hook up a gauge in the back. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, just because I don't have the gauge. So I'm going to try the couple other things that I have planned first, and then that's going to be my my last attempt. But I'm going to pull the intake manifold apart again, double check all the vacuum lines. I really don't know. I'm starting to wonder, maybe one of the gaskets went bad. Maybe I have a bad intake gasket and it's just letting air in there. But something definitely sounds funky, and it sounds like it's intake related, because as soon as you hit it with a tiny spray of starting fluid, you're good to go. Maybe the MAF's also dirty. I'll try cleaning the MAF up too. So I'm just going to try cleaning everything up a little bit. One other quick thing. So I had these sitting in my room from when I had my green E34 that was an M50 car. The exhaust gaskets were bad on that car. Turns out the M42 and the M50 actually use the same exhaust gaskets. And this car needs those badly. When you rev it, like even a little bit with seafoam in there, you just see like a plume of smoke coming out. So I'm also going to toss those in. I doubt that has anything to do with the cranking issue. The only thing that it could be leading to is, since there's an exhaust leak, the O2 is not getting the right amount of exhaust, and maybe it's reading lean, but I don't think that would have anything to do with the cold start. So I don't know, maybe we'll try it out today. Alrighty, so I cleaned the absolute crap out of it. Oh, there we go. I wasn't shaking it hard enough, but it seems to be nice and free now. Seems to be like every other idle control valve I've ever really messed with. I don't know, that seems normal to me. So I'm going to toss back in. I've been cleaning everything up. I cleaned the intake and everything, so I don't know. This thing is definitely confusing me. I'm definitely thinking about testing the fuel pressure after this, but I just wanted to get this out of the way first so that this wasn't hanging over my head as a potential could be bad. So I'm going to get to putting this back together. All right, so ran to the auto parts store, grabbed some vacuum lines. Big one is for the PCV in the back. The little one's just for on the front of the fuel rail. There's this little guy. I noticed that this hose is like fully dry rotted, so I doubt that's like actually causing my issue, but I figure while I'm in here, might as well just fix everything that could be related to it. So next thing I'm going to do, if this doesn't work, is do the fuel pressure check. I'm probably not going to do that in this video just because I don't want to put too many things in one video, but yeah, fingers crossed this is actually it. Alright, so everything seems to be working pretty good on the M42 now. So I hit the idle air control valve with just some degreaser and then some MAF cleaner. Shook it around, got it nice and loose. So I actually got it way looser than what I showed in the video earlier. I sprayed it down with another set of degreaser while I was on my way to the parts store. Thing freed right up. So it does seem to be running a lot better now. Definitely pretty happy with all that. Got the new vacuum lines in there. And yeah, I'm able to turn the car off, turn it back on in a reasonable amount of time. Still seems like a little funky, but not a problem. Yeah, I can show you real quick. So sometimes you have to pump the gas a teeny bit, but yeah, I didn't even touch it that time, but it's still like a little bit long, and then it does this. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something to do with the new ECU, if it's got a chip or something that makes it have like this cold start, but the car's fully warm and it's still doing like a cold start kind of start. I still got to wire in the fuel gauge, so don't worry about that. I don't know, drops back down after a couple seconds. It'll do it in like, yeah, there we go. So I really don't know. Everything seems to be like pretty much fine on it now. I don't even think there are any vacuum hoses that I didn't replace, to be honest. So I'm gonna call that a success. Hopefully it doesn't give me any more problems. I guess I'll always just keep a can of ether in the trunk with me. But yeah, I think the next thing is gonna be the exhaust manifold, gaskets, and then I gotta do the rear end still. Oh, actually this car's unlocked. So while I'm doing the rear ends, I'm going to throw in these OEM 318 axles. I mentioned him in the last video, Bathhouse TV. He's over in like the Berlin area or something like that, somewhere in Connecticut, but he's got an eBay channel. He ships stuff. Cool guy. Hooked it up with that, hooked it up with a cable for the 1J car. So that's going to be, I don't know if that's going to be the next video because I still have to get a few of those different bushings. And yeah, we're going to be tearing it apart. So thank you guys again for tuning in as always. Stoked that this thing is pretty much back to being road ready. Well, not really road ready, but mechanically it's doing pretty all right. And next thing we got to tackle is all the bushings. So that's going to be it for today, but make sure to throw a like and subscribe because we've got a whole lot more work coming on the E34, this thing, and the 1J car. And who knows, we'll probably have Jeff's E34 on here soon, and we got to get Tim's IS and Doug's 1J 240 and his coupe actually now too. Full squad's got whips right now. Also Alex got 240, so yeah, we got a lot of cars to get on the channel and do some reviews with. Sorry about all the motor noise in the background. I know I probably should have killed that, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
sipping vino out the bottle. Moscato, I never rest, I'm on my full throttle. Spitting fire from the Conde Cabo.
And we be spitting from the Conde Cabo. And we be spitting from the Conde Cabo. And we be spitting from the Conde We be spitting from the Conde Cabo. And we be spitting from the Conde Cabo. And we be spitting from the Conde Cabo. And we be spitting from the Conde
You know I got one more.
From the Conde
Yeah.
Cabo.
Yeah.